Book of Heaven, Volume 13, January 20th, 1922. What the soul who lives in the divine will must do with her rags. I was all worried, with the addition that I saw myself as so bad that only Jesus can know the miserable state of my soul. And my sweet Jesus, all goodness, told me,
"My daughter, why do you oppress yourself? In my will, do you know how one's own things are? They are like many miserable rags, tatters which give more dishonor than honor to the soul, and cause her to remember that she used to be a poor one, and that she did not possess a single garment that was whole. When I want to call a soul into my will, so that she may establish her dwelling in it, I act like a great lord who would want to take one of the poorest women into his palace, so that, laying down the clothing of a poor one, she may clothe herself according to his condition, living life together with him and sharing in all his goods. Now this lord goes around all the streets of the city, and there where he finds one of the poorest women, without a roof, without a bed, with only the filthy rags that cover her, he takes her and brings her to his palace as triumph of his charity. However, he orders that she lay down her rags, that she clean herself and clothe herself with the most beautiful garments, and so as to keep no memory of her poverty, that she burn her rags. In fact, since he is immensely rich, he does not admit anything into his house that might give of poverty. Now, if the poor one sadly misses her rags, and afflicts herself because she has brought nothing of her own, would she not offend the goodness, the magnanimity of that Lord? So I am, and if that Lord goes around one city, I go around the whole world, and maybe all generations. And there where I find the littlest, the poorest one, I take her and place her in the eternal sphere of my volition. And I say to her, work together with me in my will. What is mine is yours. If you have something of your own, lay it down, because in the sanctity and immense riches of my will, they are nothing but miserable rags. Wanting to have one's own merits is of servants, of slaves, not of sons and daughters. What belongs to the Father belongs to the children. And besides, what are all the merits that you could acquire compared to one single act of my will? All merits have their own little value, weight, and measure, but who could ever measure one single act of my will? No one, no one. And then what are your merits compared to mine? In my will you will find them all, and I make you the owner. Aren't you happy? Listen, my daughter, I want you to leave everything aside. Your mission is immense, and more than words, it is the acts that I expect from you. I want you to be in continuous act in my will. I want the strolling of your thoughts in my will, which, strolling over all human intelligences, may lay the mantle of my will over all created minds, and rising up to the throne of the Eternal One, you may offer all human thoughts sealed with the honor and the glory of my divine will. Then lay the mantle of my will over all human gazes, over all words, placing your eyes and your words over all of their own, as though strolling, and sealing them with my will. May you rise before the Supreme Majesty once again, and offer the homage as if all had made use of the sight and the speech according to my will. In the same way, if you work, if you breathe, if your heart palpitates, may your strolling be continuous. Your way is extremely long. It is the whole of eternity that you must cover. If you knew how much you lose with one stop of yours, and how you deprive me, not of a human honor, but of a divine honor, these are the merits which you should fear losing, not your rags and your miseries. Therefore, more attention in doing your races in my will.
Thank you for being a part of our community here at Divine Will app. If you enjoy listening to Jesus' lessons on how to live in the divine will, please give this video a thumbs up. Your likes help us reach more souls yearning to live in the kingdom of the divine will. We'd love to hear your thoughts and reflections, so drop a comment below. Your insights not only enrich our community, but also inspire others on their spiritual journey. And don't forget to subscribe to our channel. By joining us, you're helping to spread the news of the kingdom of the divine will so that together we can bring His kingdom to reign on earth as it is in heaven. In the divine will, always.